Oh boy. We are here today, doing something a little unusual. We are cleaning 44 NES cartridges on stream and testing them right in front of us on this CRT you see in front of you. And we will just be chilling and just having, hopefully, a relaxing time chatting about whatever. If anyone stops in the chat, that's fine. If no one stops in, that's fine. You guys will hear my inner monologues, which is always fun as I'm cleaning cartridges. This is something I was about to do, not on camera. I was about to do this just for fun. Fun. I was gonna do it just because I felt like I had to. I just got done cleaning my Super Nintendo games, which are significantly less than this. I have like, I want to say it's not even more than 20 SNES games. This is 44 NES games. I just got done cleaning those cartridges, and I'm like, hey, you know what? I want more. So here I am. Starting off with this copy of Mario. Oh, I didn't even do anything. I was just about to comment, this copy of Mario has not been cleaned yet. And right on cue, it's doing this. It's like I planned it. I didn't. But, you know. That is how it goes sometimes. I guess I can stop it. Hold on. Seizure warning. So anyway, this is, Super Mario Brothers on the NES. Oh, the camera focuses. Yeah. Nice. Need to clean that. This is a 52-pin, installed about a decade ago in the system, by the way, so I'm fairly confident in this 52 pins, you know, for at least another decade, I think it's got. But the cartridges, I have not cleaned. And a lot of these cartridges I've owned for well over a decade. You used to buy Mario and Duck Hunt for 9 cents and smash them. I could stack 10 for $1 and stomp them. Holy cow. Those were the days, Teddy Belcher. That is the economy I want to live in. Actually, here, hold on. I just realized we can't see chat on screen. I'm gonna go to my other stream layout. Hold on one second. Oh, I'm getting likes. Thank you for the likes. Hold on one second. I'll be right back. This is a different stream format. Oh god, it's really screwed up right now. Hold on. Okay, we're back. I'm gonna get chat on screen. I always forget to put chat on screen. Literally the worst. Okay, chat's in the top right corner. Brave man putting chat on stream. Yeah. A lot of people aren't comfortable with that notion. So anyway, we're streaming 44 NES games. I'm sorry, we're cleaning 40 NES games on stream. And we also got shiny hunting going on in the background in case your eyes want to watch something gaming related. I'm just shiny hunting Rayquaza and post-game Sapphire. I just did a playthrough with a close friend of mine where he had Ruby and I had Sapphire, and I finished my copy, and I've just been shiny hunting. Teddy Belcher says, because I need store credit under 5 for cash back, you would take Mario's at that. I would too, Teddy. I would too. All this marketing. Anyway, we're gonna get started. I have isopropyl alcohol, 91%, and I have as many cotton swabs as I can have in my house without being a weirdo. So let's get started with this copy of Mario Brothers on the NES. Oh, I lied. I don't have 45 NES games. Shiny Rayquaza is S tier shiny, and I would take a shiny Rayquaza in Gen 3 in a heartbeat. So I'm shiny hunting with one hand, and I'm cleaning NES cartridges with another, and it kind of looks suggestive when it's like that. So how about that kind of... Well, I mean, you can see the NES cartridge. It's less weird of a motion. You can see I'm just stroking an NES cartridge. Ooh. That Mario Brothers was filthy. By the way, guys, is the audio fine? Is my audio and my mic too loud? Is the music too quiet? Is the music too loud? Is everything good? Please let me know, and I can adjust accordingly. Let's practice cleaning on this dime card and clean a $1 game. That would be a good step up, Teddy. You are right. We are just cleaning a dime game right now. We need to step up. Okay, so I'm gonna try not to waste more than 2 cotton swabs on 1 cartridge. You think the audio balancing is great? Cool. That is good to know. I threw this all together in like 30 minutes, this stream layout, because I just, I wanted to do it just based on instinct. Forgot the browser chat though for the text overlay. It's the only thing I forgot. Gosh dang it, always that. Okay, I think I feel pretty good about this copy of Mario Brothers at the moment. I'm gonna let this sit and dry for a little while longer on top of the GameCube. We're gonna have like a stack of just games that are just gonna be drying right here, because after I'm done drying them with the cotton swab, we can just put them in, I guess, but I'd rather let it air dry for just a little while longer. Game Boy cards still work if you flush them, but these cards won't flush. Yeah. Can't fit these guys down any toilets. Okay. Next up, we got Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune is a game I've played quite a bit on NES. Back in my 2013-2014 NES gaming days. This is probably a game I would keep. Some of these carts I probably will be selling, by the way. Most of them I'll keep. So, well, I don't know about most. A good half of them I'll keep. The other half I'll probably sell. Half these games really don't mean anything to me. I've tried most of them, played most of them. I could part with a good number of these and live comfortably. Sorry, I don't mean to be distracted by the cleaning. I'm bad at multitasking these days. You gotta keep the screen going. You're not black. Get away. We want the Rayquaza to be black, and we want the cotton swabs to be black. We got a baggie here designated for the gross cotton swabs. I have a cat who loves to get a hold of cotton swabs. And I don't know why. I'm not saying it's toxic to give a cat a cotton swab, but like, part of me feels like it would be just as bad if she ate string, if she had a little bit of cotton from a cotton swab. I don't want to kill her accidentally by letting her play with the cotton swab, so I don't let her do that. Oh god. There's cotton swab in my beard. It's gonna happen once or twice. Sorry about the YouTube chat glitching on screen a lot. You'll see that happen quite a bit, and I'll fix it later. But for now, that happens. What excellent music selection are we listening to? We are listening to no copyright coffee house jazz, calm jazz music / relaxing music / relaxing music meditation on YouTube. I love coffee house jazz. I have a few videos in a playlist made specifically for situations like this, and this is probably one of my favorite ones. It's kind of funny, actually. If you remember my stream of me cleaning Nintendo 64s from 5 years ago, 6 years ago, I want to say I had similar music playing in that stream. That stream archive is still up on YouTube. I'm curious to know. I might go back and check that out. Okay, so I feel good about giving Mario Brothers a shot. I'm putting Wheel of Fortune to dry. This is Mario Brothers again. I love just looking at it as it comes into focus. That's very pretty. Putting it in. I've learned it's also like about placement inside of the thing itself, and this might be a 52-pin issue. Okay. It's all about exact like angling place, and then I tapped the NES, and then it did that. Like I don't think that's necessarily. It's sliding in and out pretty smoothly, so I think it's pretty clean. But you have to have it at just the right spot. I've learned. There it is. Underneath the microfiber cloths is an NES controller. I am playing haphazardly. Oh god, I have to be over here. You guys can see perfectly. But well, I mean, I don't know about perfectly, but yo, without a working battery on the Pokemon cartridge, you won't find the shiny. Oh no, is that true? I didn't know that if that's true. Holy cow. Are you joshing me, Suyo? I died. You might be saving me a lot of time, and that might explain a lot as to why I haven't gotten a shiny over the last, like, 6 months. If that's true. I feel inclined to triple check that right now. It won't generate different Pokemon. It doesn't soft reset a Pokemon's numbers as it does in future generations because it's dependent on the battery. I'm guessing that's what you're suggesting. Yep. Ow. Suyo, thank you for telling me. I've been shiny hunting on Twitch with this thing for like 6 months, and this is like my second stream on YouTube, and someone finally comes and tells me this. I mean, what do you say to that? Except, oops. The best you could do right now is just escape up the battle, get out of the area, and battle Rayquaza again. That sounds far more tedious than what I signed up for, personally. So I'm gonna say no to that. But thank you. Suyu, thank you for coming in. The cartridge from Mario Brothers, by the way, is working beautifully. I don't know how long the stream is gonna be, by the way, but 1 cartridge out of 45 is done. And I am I bumped the mic, I'm sorry. I am done with 1 cartridge. I'm gonna put Wheel of Fortune in, because Wheel of Fortune's probably dry. Hi, Chaya. It's coming at me. I'm gonna put Wheel of Fortune in and see what we got. Hey! Attempt number 1. I'm gonna turn off the GameCube now. Making sure I'm decent before I get in front of the camera in an undecent way. Actually, hold on, can I just... You guys are going up for a second. I hope you'll... Oh, God. You're doing this bullshit. Silly camera. Hold on. Thank you, Suyo. That's kind of you to say. Okay, so what I just did is I took my capture card out of my GameCube and I plugged it in to my Nintendo Switch 2. And we are just simply going to switch shiny hunting targets. Man. Woo! 6 months. That's like 6 months of shiny hunting for nothing. That's nothing, and that's kind of like a drop in the bucket compared to other things, but like, it's a funny way of I've never wasted time shiny hunting in that way. That's funny. I'm so happy you came along, Suyu. I'm so happy. Anyway, I'm distracted. I need to... Oh, I have to unplug the... You guys are getting my thing now. It's very... There we go. Oh, that's very tiny. Oh, I was looking at the Chess Ultra DLC on the Nintendo Switch eShop about 2 hours ago. Don't ask me why, that's my private business. Anyway. I guess I could do Leaf Green. Yeah, it's another Gen 3 game, that makes it easy. I have targets in... Wheel of Fortune is still going, by the way. That's a great cartridge. Beautiful. So what do we got? It's tiny, but I could still play it. Where am I? Oh! I was just shiny hunting Tangela. That's what I was doing. Running around as random encounters. It'd probably be more efficient if I had a sweet set user, probably. Yeah, in fact. Well, I mean, I don't know. Going into the menu navigating might be not as simple as this. Anyway, we'll just stick with... It's not a shiny reset, but it's still something. Every once in a while, I'll refresh the Tangela. Sick. Let's keep going. Back on track, as they say. Chaya is sleeping on the love sack, so I think I put the cotton swabs right here, within reach, comfortably. I have to worry about her being all up in my grill. Next up, we got one of my favorite NES games, Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. This is a few of my NES games have this written. John, Corrine, and Shuntleaf? Shuntleaf? Thank you for the good luck, to you. I hope so too. Mike Tyson's Punch-Out? Yeah. This is one of my favorite games. I think I like Punch-Out on the Wii quite a bit more than this one, but this one's still like probably my second favorite Punch-Out game. And then I just recently got a Super Punch-Out as a gift for Christmas from a couple of good friends of mine. And I've been slowly chipping away at that one. It's been a while since I played like this one all the way through. I put this in every once in a while, and I get like I do King Hippo, and then I think I fight oh god, Piston Hondo. Piston Hondo? Yeah. Piston Hondo and then King Hippo in that order. I forget which order it is actually. I'm more of a Punch-Out Wii head. Probably. My question to you, Suyo, if I may ask, could I replace the battery without disrupting the save file to the best of your knowledge? Yes. Yes, I have played Punch-Out for the Wii. Punch-Out for the Wii is like top 20 favorite games of all time for me. Fucking love Punch-Out for the Wii. That game is a marvelous masterpiece. I've been kind of practicing speedruns of it lately, believe it or not. I could speedrun the first half of the whole run okay, which is to say, I could speed through like from Glass Joe to Sandman, and then it's practicing the round 2 guys I've had difficulty with lately. I've got Glass Joe down, and I've got all the way up to like Piston Han. Well, no, I think I've got all the way up to the second Aaron Ryan fight down. That's basically where I'm comfortable, and then past that, I just feel fucked right now. Those patterns get fucking ridiculous and random. There's a reason why Game Grumps abandoned that New Game Plus playthrough at like the world circuit or whatever. I think they got past the major circuit, but they abandoned it for a reason. Anyway, I think this Punch-Out's clean. I can replace the battery without losing the save. Sick. Then yes, I will definitely look into that, possibly as soon as a week or 2 from now, after I get paid next, probably. Wheel of Fortune, I'm going to put this in the done pile. We've got Mario Brothers, the arcade classic series. I want to say I bought this from a local game store that I'm very fond of. But I'm trying to remember when. I think I just bought this on a whim because I'm like, this is cool. I think I would prefer having a physical cartridge of NES Donkey Kong at this point. I don't have that. A lot of this is just garbage. None of this is really prestigious. This is probably one of the more prestigious things I have. This, Punch-Out. I got a few more. I'm not gonna spoil it. If you could see it from here, good on you. But there's some good ones. There's some neat ones in there. Got a paper towel over me. You know? Just like dabbing with isopropyl alcohol. You really want to get Battletoads? I want to say I do have Battletoads in here. I want to say I do. Battletoads is very fucking hard. And I played it on Rare Replay. And I want to say I beat it on Rare Replay. With a lot of rewinding. I genuinely don't remember. I don't think I did. I think I got close, and I'm just like, okay, I get the gist. I could beat this if I want to, but I was like, I have other things to do. I should go back and beat it. I remember watching a full long playthrough of it back in the day on YouTube, high school, and being just completely immersed into all the patterns. A level 11? Holy shit. I think there's like 13 levels, I want to say. You got close. Okay. Should feel pretty good based on how dirty that one is. Let me try punch up. I might clean it again. I only used the one cotton swab on it so far. Well, I thought that they were plenty clean from the last time I cleaned them, which was about 6 months ago. The 52 pins were replaced a decade ago, and I clean the pins on them fairly regularly. I want to say once every like couple of years, and the last time I did it was like 6 months ago. Rebending them. That is something I am familiar with, and I do need to get braver about doing. Perhaps I could play around with that tonight, depending on my success rate. That's what you did for yours, and it worked? Yeah. Perhaps I could divulge into that maybe immediately, if that might increase my success rate. Why not? Let me pull up a tutorial here on how to rebend pins on an NES. I'm sorry, 72 pin connector. I kept calling it a 52 pin earlier. I think I meant to say 72.
Well, as you can see, I have a few of these that I've been collecting for a while.
I want to say you guys can't hear the tutorial that I'm listening to right now.
I stretched the cloth over an old gift card here. Now we'll use a pair of needle nose pliers and a pick for the refurbishing.
Needle nose pliers and a pick.
Careful not to poke yourself with that pick. You may end up bending the pin a little bit in the proper way down the connector until you have all the pins removed.
I'm trying to think that the process I'm watching right now is a bit more complicated than the bending pin thing you're mentioning. The boiling method seems very interesting. What you did was pull the up a little. Like you took it all completely out of your NES and you had the thing in front of you and you pulled up the pins. Sorry if I'm all over the place. I am just looking all over the place. I see stream, I see Reddit, I see the NES in front of me, and I see this cartridge I want to clean. Lots of things. Right now, I am cleaning a Final Fantasy on the NES. I do own Final Fantasy 2 on the Super Nintendo, but I don't own Final Fantasy 3, both known as 4 and 6, respectively. I own the 2, but I don't own the 3. I think 3 is too much for me, or 6 or whatever it is, and I've just been afraid to play it ever since I played 2, and 2 is pretty good. But, like, 3 seems like such a grander scale story. You just use a flashlight and some tweezers. So you're saying so Kyo, what you're saying is you have a lot of, I do have a lot of games. I do have a lot of games. Kyo, are you saying that you literally went into your NES thing right here, like you went in and you went at it with tweezers? Are you saying that's exactly what you did? Let me try Mario Brothers. That kind of works. I'm starting to think that I'm starting to think I do need to bend my pins back for sure. So let me see if I can just be careful. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I based on the results I'm getting right now, I'm starting to think my NES could use some sort of treatment with that. How to... Let me just take a peek inside. Let me take a peek inside. I don't even know where my cell phone is. I've gone cell phone list for the last 35 minutes. So. I'm gonna go get a flashlight. I'll be back. That's fairly good advice. It's a relatively powerful flashlight. I apologize in advance if I accidentally blind somebody. How old am I? I am 31. I am old enough where I was 5 years old and the Game Boy was my love. But I also grew up with the Super Nintendo and Nintendo 64. Got into NES in adulthood, that kind of thing. You're 14? Holy shit. Nice. And you're playing on an NES? You are growing up right. You love retro consoles? That's awesome. Also, you shouldn't be watching me. Because I'm an adult who swears a lot. In fact, okay. So unfortunately, I had to delete Suya. Because I am a person trying to stream to possibly not one child. Something doesn't sit well with that, so sorry, Suya. Thank you for your advice, though. You've been very helpful. You'll understand when you grow up why I had to do that. Well, Suya was definitely right about one thing. I think the pins would be very advantageous to be rebent. So, the stream might be going in a slightly different direction, depending on what I have on hand. How to rebend 72 pins with boiling water. NES.
That the heat will remove all the dirt and grime that's built up on your connector over the years. The pin connector is made from a metal that doesn't rust, so it's safe to put in the water.
So we're just chilling for a second, guys, while I'm watching this tutorial.
NES,
Sorry
obviously,
about that.
A Phillips head screwdriver, a pot, a cleaned NES game you don't mind possibly getting damaged, and something with a small point like an X-Acto knife or a tiny screwdriver. Start by taking your NES apart by unscrewing the 6 screws on the bottom of the system. Make sure to keep your screws organized since we'll have a lot of them.
I closed the NES cartridge and Shaya just like jumped. So I'm gonna do something I normally don't do. I'm gonna turn the camera around. I'm gonna give you guys an idea of what Shaya looks like right now. This is adorable. Hold on. So good, Chaya Kiki. Chaya Kiki. So anyway, you can see she's having the time of her life right now. Ah, Cuyo. I need you to understand that I got standards, man. I'm not really one to do that. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be a jerk, but there's a point where it's just not a good idea. It's beyond the swearing, and it's beyond the subject matter that I want to talk about, so I'm sorry. You can watch, but I'd rather not talk. Once again, when you turn 18, you'll understand. Now, this has turned into a stream where I will be taking this NES apart. Looking for a screwdriver. Thought I had one on hand. And just to explain to other people why with Studio is because I have values when it comes to the people I interact with, and I just like to adhere to those values. It's just merely a respect thing. I'll be right back. I have to go find a screwdriver. Anyway. I could bend those pins back. I really could. But I would rather maybe try the boiling water method. Because the amount of people I'm seeing that have success. What a time for that YouTube chat glitch to exist. Say la vie. We move on with our lives. I'm not trying to encourage kids to be deceptive, but you're going to exist on the internet in such a way. Be sneakier about it. I'm trying to think I need a special kind of screwdriver. That I'm just being silly and I don't know what I need. Hold on.
Screws on the bottom of the NES game you don't want. To start, you'll need a few things. Your NES, obviously, a Phillips head screwdriver,
Phillips head screwdriver. Is this just not a good size? This might not be big enough. It might be too small. I'm not sure. I'm gonna get more. Wait, hold on. Yeah, no, I don't have any bits in here. There's a yellow screwdriver I always keep by my desk. That's like a really trusty yellow-handed screwdriver from one of my previous jobs. I stole it. Anyway, I'll be right back. Okay, I have two more size screwdrivers. Let's give those a go. If these don't work, I don't know what to do. We might have to come back later. Okay, I think I got one. Jay is rolling around being adorable. God, is this screw like stripped on this side? It might be. Oh no. The second one's fine. I think we're almost there. I'm trying to think I just need to apply a lot of pressure in a not negative way. Sorry about the quiet, guys. Trying to focus on unscrewing these as efficiently as I can. That screw is stripped. That screw is super stripped. Because honestly, if I have the means to boil this right now with vinegar, I'll do it. Because I do seem to recall this being an issue 6 months ago. Because the reason I cleaned my NES pins is because I want to play Monster Party. But Monster Party is like one of 2 cartridges that I notice tend to only work with the other ones I do have difficulty with. So I mean, I might have just been playing on hard mode this entire time with my NES, and I didn't know it. What's hard mode is getting this one screw out right now. This is why I almost wish I had first screwdriver I'm looking for, because such a good screwdriver. It's a shame. I wish I knew where I had it. Magnetic. Really looked at all my drawers. Come on. To hell with you. Come out. You know, I've done some silly things before in my life. But forgetting to unscrew the 2 middle screws is probably up there in the top 6 in the last 3 years. Five screws. Putting my NES screws in a very specific spot. strip screw remains. Oh, but it comes out. Well. I did it, but do I feel good about it? I guess we'll find out.
A pot, a cleaned NES game you don't mind possibly getting damaged.
Looks pretty good for
point, like an Exacto
an NES that I remember getting for super cheap.
Start by taking your NES apart by unscrewing.
I think I got this NES for $40.
Make sure to keep your screws organized since we'll have a lot of them. I try to make sure every screw goes back into the exact same hole I took it out of. Once your system
Watching
is
the
open,
tutorial right
unscrew
now.
the metal plate covering everything. If you haven't opened it up before, now is a good time to get some canned air and get some of that dust out of there. Then unscrew the cartridge slot. Again, remember to keep your screws organized. There's 2 more screws in the back corner holding the board down. Take those out too. Once those are off, slide off the pin connector. It's gonna fight you, so you need to put some muscle behind it, but be careful. When you have the pin connector off, now's a good time to bend the pins back so they grip the cartridge properly. Take those out too. Once your system is open, unscrew the metal plate covering everything. If you haven't opened it up before, now's a good time to get some canned air and get some of that dust out. Then unscrew the cartridge slot. Again, remember to keep your screws organized. There's 2 more screws in the back corner holding the board down. Take those out too. Once those are off, slide off the pin connector. It's gonna fight you, so you need to put some muscle behind it, but be careful.
Taking out the screws of the cartridge slot right now. Watching this guy take it all the way apart and
Now's a good
observing
time
what
to
he's
bend the
doing.
pins back so they grip the cartridge properly. Don't bend them too far because then they'll grip the cart too tight, and make sure not to break any pins because if you do, there's no fixing it. Now comes the fun part. Boil some water and toss that sucker in. Make sure to use distilled water or any kind of filter water will do. It's scary, but you can do it. I believe in you. You should stir occasionally too, because it's fun.
Wow, he just drops it right into the
After
pot,
about
lets it
5
boil.
minutes, remove the connector and
For
let it
5
cool
minutes.
enough to where you can hold it. Then jam that NES card in about 10 to 15 times. This will bend the worm pins to the right shape. This shouldn't damage your cart, but just in case, make sure it's something that you don't care about too much. Make sure the cart is clean beforehand.
And then when it's done boiling, you take it out and you shove an NES
Connector back in for
cartridge
about
in it
another
a
5
bunch of
minutes.
times.
Once the time is up, let it cool and dry for about an hour. You don't want to put it back in while it's wet. Then all you need to do is put everything back together. You did keep your screws organized, right? One thing to keep in mind is to not screw the cartridge slot back down too tight. If you do, then it won't push back down, so make sure you test it before you put it all back together.
Shit. Well, I will say, guys, based on what I'm understanding in this tutorial I'm watching, we'll be able to boil the water and do this whole stuff, but we gotta let it dry for like an hour at least after that, apparently. So I don't know if we're gonna get anything progress done wise tonight with watching the games appear on screen.
Then all you need to do is put everything back together.
But you know what? At least we could stream this process of me doing this cleaning.
One thing
You know,
to keep in mind is to not screw the cartridge slot back down too tight.
maybe we can come back to
If you
this
do,
a different
it
day.
won't push back down, so make sure you test it before you put it all back together.
So, the saga of just discovering my NES was just very defective and just needed some course correction. Very
There's 2
interesting
more
indeed.
screws in the back, exact same hole I took it out of. Once your system is open, unscrew the metal plate covering everything. If you haven't opened it up before, now is a good time to get some canned air and get some of that dust out of there. Then unscrew the cartridge slot. Again, remember to keep your screws organized. There's 2 more screws in the back corner holding the board down. Take those out too. Once those are off, slide off the pin connector. It's gonna fight you, so you need to put some muscle behind it, but be careful. When you have the pin
I'm feeling
connector
pretty
off,
good about
it's
this
good time to bend
process,
the pins back
and
so you grip the cartridge properly.
hoping this will encourage me to love my NES library more.
Make sure not to break any pins, because if you do, there's no fixing it. Now comes the fun part. Boil some water and toss that sucker in. Make sure to use distilled water, or any kind of filtered water will do. It's scary, but you can do it. I believe in you. You should stir occasionally too, because it's fun. After about 5 minutes, remove the connector and let it cool enough to where you can hold it. Then jam that NES card in about 10 to 15 times. This will bend the worm pins to the right shape. This shouldn't damage your card, but just in case, make sure it's something that you don't
Started to
care
think I
about too
didn't need to
much.
unscrew you.
Make sure the card is
Let's
clean
put it back in.
before-
Hold on.
Toss the connector back in for about another 5 minutes. Once the time is up, let it cool and dry for about an hour. You don't want to put it back in while it's wet. Then all you need to do is put everything back together. You did keep your screws organized, right? One thing to keep in mind is to not screw the cartridge slot back down too tight. If you do, then it won't push back down, so make sure you test it before you put it all back
I see.
together.
So basically what I'm doing is I'm unscrewing 6 screws all around to take this whole thing out. But in order to do that, I need to do 2 more. I'm trying to show you guys, give you an interactive experience. Unscrewing this one and this one. Yeah, this NES is definitely a little bit dusty. Like I said,
Alright, now let's see if it worked.
I try and give the pins inside a good cleaning. I guess I never take it apart.
There you have it.
Silly
Yeah,
thought on my
right.
part, I
You won't
suppose,
even
with
need to
something
push
like
the
this.
cartridge down anymore, which means that your pins won't bend and your NES will work better for longer. So have fun and enjoy your freshly working NES.
Neat.
So Grump, and we're the Game Grumps.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Game Grumps.
Hello.
This is a special episode. Very
Oh, no, Game Grumps started playing. I completely went instinctually like, oh, I'm just zoning out to Game Grumps. But I need to go back to this video of the 72-pin boiling.
Slide off the pin. There's 2. Let dust out of there. Then unscrew the cartridge slot. Again, remember to keep your screws organized.
I'm gonna go get a couple of bowls. I'll be right back.
There's 2 more screws in the back corner holding the board down. Take those out too. Once those are off, slide off the pin connector. It's gonna fight you, so you need to put some muscle behind it, but be careful. When you have the pin connector off, now's a good time to bend the pins back so they grip the cartridge properly. Don't bend them too far because then they'll grip the card too tight, and make sure not to break any pins because if you do, there's no fixing it. Now comes the fun part. Boil some water and toss that sucker in. Make sure to use distilled water or any kind of filtered water will do. It's scary, but you can do it. I believe in you. You should stir occasionally too, because it's fun. After about 5 minutes, remove the connector and let it cool enough to where you can hold it. Then jam that NES card in about 10 to 15 times. This will bend the worm pins to the right shape. This shouldn't damage your card, but just in case, make sure it's something that you don't care about too much. Make sure the card is clean beforehand. Toss the connector back in for about another 5 minutes. Once the time is up, let it cool and dry for about an hour. You don't want to put it back in while it's wet. Then all you need to do is put everything back together. You did keep your screws organized, right? One thing to keep in mind is to not screw the cartridge slot back down too tight. If you do, then it won't push back down, so make sure you test it before you put it all back together.
freshy working NES.
Okay, I've got some bowls. One set of screws is sitting somewhere else. This bowl is sitting up here. Now I must unscrew the cartridge slot. Come on, screw. Come on. There's a gold and a silver screw on each side. Ooh, the silver screw is significantly longer than the gold screw. Okay, 2 more screws, and I think this cartridge slot is coming out. Come out 1 screw, just 1 screw left. It's all the way unscrewed, it just doesn't want to come out. I had a pair of tweezers, didn't I? I have to yank this silly thing out. There we go. Now, I have it unscrewed. How do you get it out?
Then unscrew the cartridge slot.
I'm tired of giving you guys this angle of my face, so I'm moving my YouTube video over here now.
There's 2 more screws in the back corner holding the board.
Oh, you can see it sort of in the corner of my video.
Keep your screws organized. There's 2 more screws in the back corner holding the board down. Take those out too. Once those are off, slide the board down. There's 2 more screws in the back, then unscrew the cartridge slot. Again, remember to keep your screws organized.
He just skips past taking out the cartridge slot. He's like, oh yeah, you know how to take that off, right? No. Oh. I see. It just pops out. I'm learning. I've taken apart plenty of consoles before, so I'm comfortable with doing this kind of thing, but also I guess I've never really done... If I have done this, it's been like 8 years, man. Anyway. That's a lovely looking board. Almost kind of look like a dead bug carcass. Not uncommon amongst electronics for that kind of thing to happen. A lot can happen in 8 years, Matt Sweeney. A lot can happen. How you doing tonight, Matt? Okay, I'm just gonna look at this tutorial now to see what this guy does next.
There's 2 more screws in the back corner holding the board down. Take those out too. Once those are off, slide up. There's 2 more screws in the back corner holding the board down. Take those out too.
Peaceful Thursday? That it is.
Once those are off, slide up.
As peaceful as the Thursdays I can have.
Put some muscle on
I was in the middle of cleaning my NES games when it turns out I needed to clean my NES itself, so here we are. So I'm in the process of taking off my 72 pin.
It's gonna fight you, so you need to put some muscle behind it. Be careful. Remember to keep your screws organized. There's 2 more screws in the back corner holding the board down. Take those out too. Once those are off, slide off.
Yeah, you're okay. The problem is that I noticed very quickly that despite my cartridges were being clean, they weren't reading at all, and they were like flickering on and off. And it was to my understanding that from a good viewer from before you, there might be a problem with my 72 pins where they need to be rebent back into the right place. It's a common ailment among NES pins after a certain amount of time, from my understanding. Okay, I think I see I see 2 screws I think I need to take out. I need to remove this board. I highly recommend not boiling it. It may be able to bend the pins a little. Sometimes have to wiggle the carts back and forth a tiny bit. I appreciate that recommendation, Matt. I'm at the point where I think boiling it is something I might be comfortable with, based on the experience I've seen other people have with it. You're actually the first bad anecdotal experience I've heard of it, funny enough. I call it magic fingers with getting the carts just right, but it's not the best, and you're already here. Yeah. I've been wiggling the carts back and forth for like a decade now. Apparently, to my understanding, well, not a decade, more like 5 or 6 years, 7 years. But like, my understanding, the boiling trick apparently works. Tricks for that particular issue. Okay, board is up. From what I've gathered, it is generally less necessary than just pin bending. Right, and that's kind of where I was getting at too, but also, I'm not the most finessey with my hands. So, I don't trust my hands for such a precarious surgery. It's more like I also feel like boiling it would also just be kind of fun. That's kind of where I'm at. So. Okay, I think I could just... 60% of the time, it works. Oh, no, sorry. 80% of the time, it works. Every time. That literally makes no sense. Hey, you guys want to see a cute kitty? I'll show you a cute kitty. Hey, cute. Ain't she cute? Look at her. He's like, what are you doing bothering me right now? I've boiled several other things to clean. Hey, I'm down for fun. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Where did my... Oh, there it is.
Connector. It's gonna fight you, so you need... Those are off, slide off a pin connector. It's gonna fight you, so you need to put some muscle behind. Once those are off, slide off a pin connector.
You guys can see in the video in the corner, sort of, but he's kind of like wrestling it apart right now.
Once those are off, slide off a pin connector. It's gonna... Once those are off, slide off a pin connector. It's gonna fight you, so you need to put...
That's a big upside down cat. What's his name? Her name is Chea. She's an adorable floofy monster. I call her a fluffy scarf rat. Primarily. Your cats are named Betty Davis and Flo P. Optimus the hippopotamus.
Time to bend the pins back so the grip... Don't bring them too far because then they'll grip the cart too tight. The pin connector off. Now
That is a great name for a cat.
once those are off, slide off a
That is a great ass name for a cat.
muscle behind.
Oh, Flo P. Optimus the hippopotamus. Holy shit.
Put some muscle behind it, but be careful. Those are off, slide off a pin connector. It's gonna fight you, so you need to put some muscle behind it.
Okay.
Be careful.
Ah, here we go. I hear this part could be a little rough. We're gonna just rip it off. Oh, there's the YouTube chat glitching again. I need a stand for this. Gotta give the wife credit for flow. That does sound like a smart wife idea name.
But be careful. Be careful.
I might need a stand to get this thing off.
It's gonna fight you, so you need to put some muscle behind it, but be careful.
Okay, we're gonna stand here. Hope it doesn't break. If you guys hear a crack, you know why. Oh, I feel it moving. Come on, baby. It's so close, I can feel it. She wants me to correct. Flopotamus, the hippopotamus, phlepopotamus. If she has credentials, you had to make sure to get those in. I got it! Holy cow. Oh, holy cow. That there is some gold. Chaya's rolling around. Chaya's like, she got excited because I got excited. Oh, she's getting up. Oh, big stretchy. Yeah, you have anything? Do you have anything to say to the lovely people of the stream? Do you have anything to say? I don't think she has anything to say. "40 years of fun." Well, that being said, this was a new one that I had installed in this thing by a professional in 2013. Back when I was like 18. So 13 years of semi-fun. The cat did have her tongue, yes. Anyway, I'm done staring at this thing. I'm gonna watch the tutorial now to figure out what to do next for boiling.
When you have the pin connector off, now's a good time to bend the pins back so they grip the cartridge properly. Don't bend them too far because then they'll grip the cart too tight and...
I want to say... Shoot. Do I need to pull them back with tweezers anyway? Where are my tweezers? There they are. I've completely neglected the shiny hunting duties. That's insane.
And make sure not to break any pins, because if you do, there's no fixing it.
Give me 1 second, guys, while I do some YouTube research. Oh, 72 pins. I have a vibe smoke off screen. I'm watching these things. What all do I have in my collection? And what's my favorite NES game? What's my favorite Mega Man? Holy cow. Big questions all around. I personally, I have plenty of games in my collection, probably about like 1,000 games, maybe somewhere between 1,000 1,200 games. 45 NES games. My favorite NES game, hold on. My favorite NES games, in no particular order at the moment, are probably Super Mario Bros. 2, Mike Tyson's Punch-Out!, and Monster Party. These are probably my top 3 NES games right now. I don't own any Mega Man games. I have played them on the Mega Man Legacy Collection on Switch, 1 through 6. But man, I think I like Mega Man X more than any of the original Mega Man games. I think Mega Man X is kind of my vibe. Maybe, like X, I don't know, X4. But yeah, X7 is kind of a hot mess and it's funny. So I enjoy X7 for that. But anyway, I hope I answered your questions. Anyway, 72 pins, how to bend.
I'm going to show you how to fix your 72 pin.
I'm gonna watch this YouTube short over and over. Solid. Super Mario Brothers 2 games. I love Super Mario Brothers 2.
All you need is this needle to raise your pins.
Love
Most
it.
of the time, this will
Favorite NES Mario.
Get to the edge of each pin and make sure it is under both fins and raise it up. You
I was raised on JonTron back in the day,
can break it.
so
And that's pretty much
unfortunately
it. I'm going to
JonTron
speed this
catered
up
some
to show
influence
how
to
raise
that.
each pin. If you raise it too high, I will show you a method to fix that as well. I raised every pin. Now let's put the console back together. Now, if you raise the pins too high, you might have noticed the game working without being pushed down, but won't when pushed down. This method has worked for me, and I've never seen anyone mention it. Push it down and up with some pressure for a few minutes with what you see on screen, and you will feel the
I'm glad you got the
pin
vibe of any Mega Mans,
reinsert the
not just
game.
NES.
You're bending the pins down.
Original X may be the
Repeat this
best
step
Mega
if
Man.
needed.
Yeah,
Thanks for
that's the
watching.
consensus I've
I'm
heard.
going to show you how to fix your 72 pin connector. You don't need the blinking light win, clip the lockout chip, any modification.
JonTron is
or a new one.
funny. Yeah,
All you need
he's
is this needle to raise
he's
the
an
pins.
acquired taste, but
Most of the time, this
man,
will
I found him funny back in the day.
get to the edge of each pin and make sure.
I'm watching this YouTube
will
short of a
use
guy
this needle to raise your pins.
push these
Most
pins.
of the time, this will fix your problem. Get to the edge of each pin and make sure it is under both fins.
I
and
can make
raise
it
up.
big. That's
You
helpful.
don't need to be hard on it because if you do pins, most of the time this will fix your problem. Get to the edge of each pin and make sure it is under both.
Mega Man
fins
3?
and raise it up.
You know,
You don't need.
I like, if I had to pick one of the NES Mega Man games, it would probably be between 2 and 3. You know, those two are both very good. I think I liked 3 more. I think I liked 3, and then by 4 and 5, I got tired of the NES Mega Mans. 6, I think I remember being good, but also very hard. If I'm getting too chatty, I could shut the fuck up. I'm digging your vibe. But hey, I am digging your vibe too, Matt. I could be chatty, and I could be very easily distracted. So as long as you don't mind being easily distracted by what's on screen right now. X4 was, yeah. X4 is very solid. It's very cool. I never beat 2 or 3, so I don't really know them all too well. And to be honest, I don't even think I beat 4, but I remember really liking like the art style of 4, enemy design. There's something about the music too. So many things. Anyway, pins.
Need to be hard on it because if you do, you can break it. And that's pretty much the method. I'm going to speed this up to show I raised each pin. If you raise it too high, you don't need to be hard on it, because if you do, to the edge of each pin and make sure it's, most of the time this will fix your problem. Get to the edge of each pin and make sure it is under both fins and raise it up.
I see. I think I understand. Literally stumbled on me with only a couple viewers, and I like being friendly. Yeah, I'm not really one to care about viewers, and if you vibe, you vibe. My whole thing is I'm a bit of a variety streamer, so what I usually do during streams, like if you go on my YouTube channel and you look at my stream archives, I've just been playing Blueprints and Pokemon a lot, which is fine and dandy. I love that. That's my schedule right now, but I'm usually more of a variety streamer, like stuff like this. And then playing games, variety of games. I'm in your guys' face. You up? Oh God, hi. Right now I'm looking at the pins. You had 1, 4, and 5. Don't remember shit from X5. Vaguely remember X2, like a rental or whatever, but I've only played 3 maybe once or twice. Let's see. Yeah, the Mega Man games are just all a vibe. I want to get into the Battle Network games. Battle Network games are definitely more my speed, I think, than anything else. Also, holy shit to what I have to do. I'm gonna see if I can give you guys a good angle. Like, if I can give you, like, a deep cut angle, I might pull you guys away from my face. Okay. There we go. This is a process. This is a process. We're getting into it. Okay, so my desk is a mess. I apologize. I'm getting everything situated. We are going to bend back these pins that are along, like, this black line. These silver dotted pins have a end on the other side. You could kind of see them from right here, where I'm showing you. I gotta pull those pins, like, down, but it'll be up, because it'll be this way. And we want those pins up here to be pulled up before we boil. So we're going to work on that right now. Like, getting mini dank pods vibes. Mini dank pods? Is that a different streamer? Because if so, yay. Just throw Scarlet Fire on. Set. Hey. If that's what it takes, so be it. How the heck even? How the heck even? Like, even if I'm watching this guy right now.
Under both fins.
Like, how the
and
heck
raise it
even?
up. You don't need to be hard on it, because if you do, you can break it. And that's pretty much.
He's using, like, something like a toothpick. I might need a toothpick. Wait, hold on. Do I have something like a toothpick on me? I need as thin of a metal stick as possible. Dank Pods is an awesome YouTube guy. Funny, chill music, then loud, blow the speaker. You know what? Yeah. You know what, actually? That is astute. That will happen from time to time. Funny thing is that this is my sixth only. I'm sorry, sixth. Why did I say sixth? This is my second YouTube stream. Toothpick would be great. This is the thinnest screwdriver I could find, so I'm gonna keep this handy. I'm gonna go get a toothpick. I'll be right back. Have a toothpick. Okay. This is the messiest my desk has been in a while, and I think that's a good sign for me, actually, really. That means I'm being destructively creative. Anyway. Here we go. Oh yeah, I could see how this can work. You have to really... Oh, you really have to get in there. I need a slightly better light positioning. Or I just need to put this flashlight strategically. Got this flashlight. Turn it on. Put it strategically behind me. So that way it should shine into the thing while I'm looking in it. God, I see them come. Rob Schneider, you can do it! Don't worry about us. You do you. That's from some Adam Sandler movie, right? That's from what? 50 First Dates? I don't remember. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I'm trying to be very cautious about this. I'm trying to... I'm left-handed, so... I'm left-handed, so... Oh, he does it in a few... Oh, Adam Sandler. Is it bad to associate Rob Schneider specifically with? Do I got the right guy that you're actually quoting for starters? I should actually ask that. I'm gonna start from the left-hand side because I'm left-handed. I broke the toothpick. Oh boy. 100%? Oh, Southpaw. That is outside of my cinephilography. The only Rob Schneider exposure I have really is when he's caddying along an Adam Sandler flick. Holy shit. Give me 1 second, guys, while I look at something on this video. Matt, I am from Chicagoland area. Maryland, I hear, is beautiful. Oh, thank you. It's royalty free and not mine. Also, wait a minute. Is this still the jazz? It is. Okay, good. Yes. Coffee House Jazz. Thank you. I thought it would match the vibe pretty well. Apologies if what you're looking at is not the most exciting thing right now. 1 second. Oh snap. The Bears! I'm from the place where Fall Out Boy reigns. I'd like to think of it as funky, jazzy lo-fi. I'd like to think that's an accurate description. Well, I'm gonna be real, guys. From what I'm seeing, it might be possible that we don't need to necessarily need to bend the pins. Might be able to get away with just boiling it and then trying to mesh the cartridge shape. That might do something good. Watch out, radioactive man! That's one of my favorite episodes of The Simpsons, season 7. Frickin', I think I can get away with just boiling it on its own. Yeah. Yeah, we might just try boiling it. I'm questioning how steady my hand is with this. Purple Monkey Dishwasher. That's also from a Simpsons episode. I actually forget exactly which one. Oh no. Oh, monkey dishwasher. What's that from? We share a little bit of a brain, Matt. Anyway, yeah. So we're gonna just try boiling it. Scooby-Doo can do-do. Jimmy Carter's smarter. Scooby-Doo can do-do. Jimmy Carter smart. Oh, that's from season 6. You think I would know that? Oh my god. I don't remember PTA disbands. I love that episode. Anyway. Season 6, season 7. That's the sweet spot of The Simpsons. Season 8 and season 9, I'm very flaky on. Anyway, we're gonna. I might go fill up a pot.
Watch the method. I'm going to speed this up to show I raised each pin. If you
Now comes the fun part. Boil some water and toss that sucker in. Make sure to use distilled water or any kind of filter pins, because if you do, there's no fixing it. Now comes the fun.
God, maybe I am just not going hard enough on this. So I'm good for like the first 20 seasons or so, but can't tell you specifically. Yeah. If anything, I'm saying I can only really do that with seasons 6 and 7. Seasons 8 through like 24, 8 through 24, all mixed. And at this point, I do episode skip a lot when rewatching. So, yeah. Elise, time for chili. Why'd you do that? Why'd you do that, camera? Don't do that ever again. How dare you? I can't even get under the pins. Oh, yes, and it ends in an awesome musical. Just one slip of that virus and you're inside out. There's nothing a flesh-eating virus can tell about. Love that song. That Treehouse of Horror might possibly be my favorite one, honestly. That's speaking a lot because I love a lot of Treehouse of Horrors, but that one is especially. It's the first one I ever saw, but that one is very good, very good. And then season 7 is definitely number 2, just because it uses a 3D model of Homer, and that just wins automatically. I've been slowly watching Futurama over the last few years. I've been inching into it. I can't really binge it all too well. I watch like a couple of episodes at a time, and usually I'll go on Reddit and say, I'll go on Reddit and see what episodes are like fan favorites or funny ones, like the one where a Bender becomes a planet, or I'm sorry, Bender becomes a god that a civilization lives on, and then look at him as like a Doshin the giant that they live on, and he's also their god. That episode is insane. I can't even get underneath the pins, man. I can't even. Not with this toothpick. This toothpick might be. But the thing of it is the funniest thing, the funniest time Futurama has ever made me laugh was, I don't remember the episode. I just remember there was a dog, like a robot dog involved or something. I want to say it was a robot dog. Like Bender was starting to get like jealous of it being around because everyone adored it over him or something along those lines. And so Bender decides to flush the dog down the toilet. And then I want to say it's the Asian chick or the Oriental chick. I forget her name. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be offensive, but she's crying about Bender flushes the dog down the toilet, and she's crying, going, "Bender, how could you?" And then Bender's just like sitting back with his like hands behind his head and his legs are up. He's like, "Well, the first thing I had to do was lift the seat. That was the hard part." There's just something about Bender's delivery in that moment that just made me belly laugh so hard I felt like I almost had to go to the hospital. And I wasn't even high or anything. It was just very, very funny. So guys, I have tried my best. Even with a fresh toothpick, I don't know how good I feel about this. Those pins are like, based on the video that I'm watching up on my screen right now, like the pins need to be way higher than this, but they're not that high at all. Like, I don't know if it's able to be clear to you guys. Pins should be like way higher, and they're not. You also have a daughter who's special needs and nonverbal named Leela. It's a Futurama and has extra special place for me. Granted, she's 11, obsessed with Sesame Street, which is cool. Could be way worse. I can empathize with that kind of thing. A similar family member had an obsession with Blue's Clues for an unhealthy period of time. But, yeah, so I'm just gonna jump straight to throwing this into a pot of water.
Fun part. Boil some water and toss that sucker in. If you do, there's no fixing it. Now comes the fun part. Boil some water and toss that sucker in. Make sure to use distilled water or any kind of filtered water will do. It's scary, but you can do it. I believe in you. You should stir occasionally too,
Okay,
because it's fun.
Give me about minute,
After about 5,
maybe about 70 seconds. I'm gonna go fill up a pot with water, distilled water, and give it a boil. Thank you for the good luck, Matt. I'm gonna borrow this really quick to make sure that it fits in the pot, and I think I picked the pot. It's boiling right now. Give me 1 second. yeah, that fits plenty. That fits mighty plenty. So so we're at the point now where the stream is just going to be dependent on waiting on me boiling water. So what I honestly think will happen is I think we'll end this stream here, and I'm going to go do this thing, and ideally in the next part, maybe tomorrow night, I don't know, we'll see. We'll see how this goes. And I appreciate you guys hanging out. Matt, thank you for hanging out. You've been very swell. Thank you to Sue earlier for the advice. May you rest in peace. Thank you for Noah for dropping by too. This archive is going up on YouTube as part 1 of this, whatever this is. Part 2 will probably be tomorrow. Wish me luck in boiling this pin and letting it dry, seeing how it goes. Hopefully it works. Thank you guys for hanging out. And thank you for hanging out, Matt. Have a good one.